Ay, ay. All right, chat. Am I still going good? Chat. I don't know what just happened. Some technical difficulty just happened, and here I am. Please make sure this doesn't happen again. All right, can y'all hear me? Okay, I can hear myself, which is a good thing. That was quite unfortunate.
50 years ago.
No, 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 no. Don't start the stream. Don't start yet. Just making sure. Are all things good? Good? All right, let's continue. Felt like it was going to be the other account. What are you talking about? If you're talking about William Daffy Duck, then no. But anyway, let's get back to this, guys.
And I and I loved that character.
Okay.
So I love Tales for the optimism.
That
I
was
love
horrible
Six for
timing.
The
Horrible.
the quirkiness.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You
got
inspire me. You
Thank
inspire me
you.
so much. All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
We probably might not.
Thanks for your question.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming today. I'm going to let the moderators kind of wrap us up because I don't know what I'm doing, but I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am that you all took your
Cindy
time out of your
Robinson,
day to come
everybody.
here
Voice of Amy Rose.
and listen and say hi to me. I just really appreciate it.
Hold on, chat.
Well, we'd like to thank
Guys,
you for
take care
coming in
of it.
here with us and,
Hold
being
on.
here in general. It's really an honor.
Jeff
It
Fowler.
really is.
you.
It really
Jeff
is. Not every
Fowler
day that I get
is
to talk to
next.
Amy Rose. So yeah,
I gotta ask
Definitely.
Jeff Fowler
This
a
made my
question.
day.
and there's still more stuff to come. So this is not the end of the day. The day is still young.
All right.
There you go.
We gotta keep on
Definitely.
going. Keep on going, chat.
All right, everybody,
right,
have a
everybody.
wonderful day.
All right. Goodbye.
You too
Cindy.
as well,
so
Cindy. And
much.
thank
Cindy,
you,
love her.
everybody.
Thank you,
See you
Cindy.
in the
Bye.
next
Thank
panel.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Make sure we're all good to go. Oh boy, they're gonna get the other ones, are they? Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! What is happening? What is happening? Okay, they say I'm just waiting till they get Jeff Fowler and Tyson. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh no! This is not gonna be. Okay, chat. I'm actually kind of nervous if I'm actually gonna go in there because wait. If that's really Jeff Fowler, like Jeff Fowler has a shadow profile. Oh shoot! They're going in. Okay, go. Oh shoot! Oh, guys! They're here.
Alrighty.
Oh man! All right. They're
Hello,
coming.
hello.
Oh my gosh, guys!
Hi,
They're here.
everyone.
Hi.
They're. Oh, that's Jeff.
All right. So,
Oh, Jeff
is
Fowler.
everyone here?
Guys!
Yeah.
It's Jeff
yeah.
Fowler.
Oh yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, when
Guys.
Shane, when you're live,
They're here.
just let us know.
Holy crap!
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here with our next Q&A panel with Tyson Hess
Fowler,
and
guys.
Jeff Fowler. Thank you so much, guys,
Oh
for
my-
coming in to take time of your busy schedule to come talk with us.
Yeah, Jeff Fowler's in the
For
chat.
having us.
Jeff
Of course,
Fowler's-
yeah, we're excited to be here.
It is
Excellent.
such
I'm sorry. I'm squealing.
Alrighty, so it's be a straight up Q&A. So if you have a question, please raise
Come
your
on.
hand or ping us
Yes.
in the text chat. We will be glad to answer. And just to note, they
Oh.
cannot answer any spoily questions about Sonic Movie 3. To know, hey, is this character going to appear or is this going to happen? So they can answer questions about the first and second movie and all the other things
Can't
that they
believe Jeff
worked on
Valentine's
that's
in
out
this, bro.
yet. So, Jeff,
Kevin?
yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm going to let you finish up here, but before we get started on the first question, I do want to, get my own little thing out. It's not a question, more rather I just want to share a quick story with these guys.
Yeah, sure.
How did they contact them?
So I've actually told Tyson this story already, but Jeff,
it's really
I actually,
them.
First of all, I'm the co-founder of Sonic Revolution. My name is Sonic Remix, aka Shane Thames. I organize meetups for the movies
Guys, this
every
is
year,
insane.
and we actually do them coast to coast. We have one meetup in Orlando,
Oh,
Florida,
shout
and then
outs.
the other meetup is in
Florida.
Los Angeles.
Florida,
And the first year,
Ayo.
the first time we did this,
Woo!
we were hosting our meetups in Orlando and Los Angeles, And the
Yo,
Los Angeles
they
meetup
mentioned
happened to be
Orlando.
at a theater
That's
that
my state.
you
That's my
guys happened to
state.
show up at that night, and I thought it was so hilarious. And I told
Wait,
Tyson
yes.
about this.
Wait, what?
That was awesome. We had no
Total
idea.
coincidence.
Hess was in the crowd. We were just popping in and trying to surprise people, and just really excited to engage with the fans.
No
and
way.
Lo and behold, there in the middle of the theater was Tyson Hess. It was absolutely
No
miraculous
way.
and perfect.
I had no idea that you guys were coming. I had no idea that you guys were there in the audience too. It was.
I did not
and
know
it's all
that.
on video.
I
Someone
didn't know
videoed it
that.
all. It's out there. You can actually see the moment of truth when,
Wait,
when Tyson
really?
emerges from the crowd and to
How?
to,
How did they make it
applause.
possible?
And, yes, it was a really fun. We always try to. I mean, we'll do that on this movie as well. Just try to get out
gotta
there,
get Jim
you know,
Carrey.
on
Hold on, chat. I gotta
on
get Jim
premiere
Carrey
night
out.
on that Thursday when feels like the people that are the most excited about the movie are there and seeing it the night before it opens.
Guys,
and
I
just
got
love
Jeff
kind of
Fowler
trying
in the
to
chat right
reward
now.
everyone for all their support by just getting out and seeing everybody and you know doing what we can to say thanks.
Yeah, nothing beats hearing those screams on those first few opening night showings of just all the big moments. Like that's the years leading up to those moments. It's like the payoff for all the hard work. It's like that's it. Those fan screams and those cheers is like that's what it's all for. So that's the payment for us.
No. Don't push a button. Don't push a button. Don't push a button.
Wow, that was a wonderful lining of stars there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
Before I call out the first audience member, my question to you, Jeff, is what was it like working on the original Shadow game, and how does it feel now that we come full circle with the release of Shadow Generation?
Shout-outs,
or Sonic X Shadow
shout-outs.
Generations, and we're seeing all these levels and everything come back.
It's so crazy. It's like hard to put into words because I was so excited just to have a job in the visual effects industry, and I found this company in Blur Studio that you know I was the first. I moved out from Chicago, moved to LA and Venice, where Blur was located. So it was my first chance to work in the industry, and Blur was really doing a lot. Like their kind of bread and butter was doing a lot of video game sort of cinematics and just a quick plug, you guys might have seen that they're doing now, it's called Secret Level, and it's for Amazon, and it's a bunch of anthology shorts from video game IPs. But anyways, so yeah, when Shadow came along, it was just like, it was just such a fun thing to work on. The sequences were so cool. I mean, that opening one of him on the motorcycle and just fighting all the gun troops. And
That was
it was
sick.
we just really were able to take our kind of sensibilities, our
now
Blur
he
kind
gets
of
to do
action
that in the
style,
third movie.
and apply it to the world of Shadow and Sonic and all that. So then now, that would have been 2004. I think the game came out in 2005. So it's literally been 20 years since I worked on that.
Full
And now
circle.
to be able to put out a movie like this and to give Shadow just the ultimate treatment in terms of
With
just
freaking
the
Keanu Reeves
designs
voicing it,
and
man.
the
That's
visual effects
crazy.
and just the choreography, the fight choreography, the action, the scope. I mean, it's just so great. And of course, working with Tyson on all of this and having his sort of just absolute the two sides of his brain, the sort of the artist side that really allows him to help us sort of craft the look of the characters.
Wait,
for the
Mason
movies,
is in the
but then
chat
also
right now?
the
What?
fan side and him knowing kind of really
Now I'm
what
seeing more
what a
familiar
fan's
people in
gonna
the
be
chat
most
as I'm
excited
seeing
about
it.
seeing. Like, and he always
These are
is
like
just
YouTubers I see
such
in
a
the
great
community.
collaborator and consultant on how to bring all these characters to life for the big screen. So, and I just honestly cannot think of a way we could not have created a more exciting or more faithful version of Shadow's story than what we've got in this third movie. So just really excited for everybody to see it.
Can't wait, man. Well deserved.
If I can throw my 2 cents in there too, it's like I think it speaks a lot to the creative process on these movies that I'm allowed to be a part of them in the way that I am. I think a lot of movies that are adapting something so kind of storied and so important to fans, it's easy to be brought in, take material like this, be brought into Hollywood, and then just say, we're going to do what we want, and just kind of like fans will accept it and we're doing whatever. But on something like this, it is important to the people making it that they do care what the fans think, and they do allow someone like me to be there and to be sticking my big fan nose into everything and be giving my big fat fan opinion on everything. It's like a lot of other productions would show me the door and say, we don't actually care, but it's that's not the case at all on these things. They really
because of the old
welcome me
design
in,
on
and
Tyson's
when I
profile.
give my opinion and say, this is a thing that is really important to fans, and I think it's really important that we honor that. They listen, and I think that's what makes these movies so special, and I think it does make them stand apart from other big Hollywood adaptations, is that the people behind the scenes do actually care. There's always going to be
ain't that the truth, man?
Paths that diverge from the source material, but they do actually take to heart the things that that are important to the fans, and they do listen to me as the mouthpiece for you guys. And I think that's I think you can see that on the screen.
All right, well, thank you for answering my question. I'm gonna call up the Calvinist cat as our first to ask the first question.
Wait, who?
All right.
Guys, I'm blinded.
Hey, Cat.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And you made it.
Okay. The funniest thing is they don't even know.
So sorry about that.
That's okay. Hey, what's the question?
Was Sonic 3 like more emotionally taxing to work on than the previous two?
That's a great question.
Good question. Okay. Valid. Okay.
I guess I'd say yes, just because obviously the subject matter, I think everyone's very aware of Shadow and Maria and how important that story is, and that was just something we really treated like just sacred ground.
Looks like we have some echo.
Yeah, Cat.
I'm sorry about that. Let me mute again.
You're fine.
Why? Oh wait. We reconnecting, chat. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what the hell's going on?
Shadow and Maria of it all certainly was an exciting challenge, but absolutely, it was a little heavier
what the hell was going
at
on?
times, and just trying to figure out how to really thread the needle.
Yeah, I'll say for me, whoops, was an echo there. Yeah, like for me as a fan, obviously it is a much more emotional story, but
I pray that we don't get an internet outage
taxing
if I'm in an interview with Jeff Fallon, Tyson Hess, man.
But I would say it was much more emotionally investing as a fan adapting a story like this, just because Sonic has obviously been my favorite thing in the world ever since I was old enough to have favorite things, and this is probably the biggest like pivotal thing in the history of Sonic.
Don't do this again, man. Don't do this again.
Unleashed Stand #1, of course, but there's not a game bigger than Sonic Adventure 2, right? It's just like probably the most important game in the canon. It's just the introduction of Shadow. It's just the biggest tone shift in the whole series. It's like it's hard to pick a more important singular game in the franchise, really. So when it comes to adapting it as a fan, every little change that happens and every little bit of adaptation that happens, it's like as a fan, trying to get it just right is it really the importance of that really weighs on me. So it was it was not, again, like, not hard because that paints it in a negative light, but it was a very, very emotionally heavy couple of years as I worked with this group of people that that are all like, God, everyone on these movies is so talented, and just like working with everyone to bring to life what is one of my favorite things on the entire planet to what is going to be a whole new audience of experiencing like what has been one of my favorite things in my entire life. It's emotional on a level that I never thought I would experience. So on top of being, yes, and obviously a much more emotional movie than the past two movies, from a personal level, it was an incredibly emotional experience.
So it just confirms that the third movie is obviously meant to be more dark.
Not imagine having done this with any other crew. Like it's hopefully it really just shows up on the screen that it was done with care.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question, Calvinist Cat. So, Crystal, would you like to read a text question or call us the next
Well,
audience
I could be
member?
next, chat. If
Sure
I'm
thing.
next.
First things first, though, I didn't have I didn't get to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Crystal. Pleasure to have you, Mr. Tyson and Mr. Fowler.
Huh.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Say the...
Alrighty then, let's choose the next person, shall we? And I believe I will pick Hanny.
Okay, sorry. I literally thought I was
Hi
gonna
there.
be next.
Hi. Okay, I'm very nervous. I'm so sorry.
Choose me.
but,
Choose me.
No reason to be nervous. Welcome.
This is a question kind of directed for Mr. Fowler. What were the specific scenes did you actually animate on the Shadow of the Hedgehog 2005 game? I keep seeing a lot of like people throw
Okay,
around that
people
you're
are
like part of the
asking
opening
them about the
cutscene, but I'm
Shadow
not really
game.
sure. So
Yeah, it was
Okay.
mainly the cutscene stuff, and back in those days at Blur, we did a little bit of everything, like layout, which is sort of blocking the action and putting the cameras in there before you hand it off to the animators. I was primarily a character animator, but stuff like Shadow on the bike, and then flipping up into the air and coming down with his little submachine gun, which was very awesome and fun. And then some stuff when Black Doom is like floating next to him and talking, and some of the later scenes,
Will
cinematics,
Black Doom
where they're
appear
a
in the
little bit more
Sonic
story
movies?
driven. But
I'm just kidding. I
the
don't
big,
think they
exciting,
should, but I don't know.
sort of
It depends what
open
they think.
with the action on the streets. I didn't work on any of the corridor stuff where the gun soldiers run up and take aim at Maria and all that. But but that was all Blur. So
That
yeah,
would've been
it's,
funny,
again,
though.
it's just so crazy to me that that all was 20 years ago, and here we are, about to finish the movie version.
yeah, full circle moment. Thank you so much for answering my
People are
question.
gonna ask about
I really
the-
wanted
of
to
course.
know about
Game.
that.
Yeah, that was a great question.
Thank you so much, Hanny.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
All right, so I'll read a text question. This is
Oh.
an interesting one for Victor McKnight. So, to Jeff and Tyson, I've written a few songs inspired by your movies now. This is it's kind of a bloated question, but would you have any advice for people such as myself looking to get their foot in the door for music plus sync licensing?
What?
Like Tyson is much more music minded than I am. I will let him field this one.
All right, then let Tyson.
I
speak.
actually, I met Victor at Revolution.
Let this man
last
cook.
year. And I mean, yeah, Victor's a very talented and driven young man, and I think the advice that
Hold
I
on.
gave you there
Chat, I'll
still
be right back.
holds
I need to go
true.
get my
It's
goggles.
just, as with any industry, networking is everything. It's meeting people. You can never overvalue the handshake factor. It's like just like locking eyes with someone, shaking their hand, and like just getting that vibe check from someone is everything. It's why there are hubs for every industry, be it animation, film, music. It's like people tend to congregate in certain areas
Oh, my hair's a
because
mess. Jeez.
you just like you can't overvalue the
whatever.
that feeling
Really
you
got
get
me. Here we
when
go.
you meet someone and you think, oh yeah, I like this person, I want to work with them. So just meet as many people as you can, show your stuff to as many people as you can.
I'm trying,
it's like,
Tyson,
You may
I'm
think it's silly,
trying.
but there's always like people on the street handing their CDs out to people. Like it seems like a
Hold on.
scam sometimes, but you'd be surprised like how many just like ears, like the value of just getting your music in as many ears as possible, showing your stuff on Twitter. I have absolutely found people by just finding their SoundClouds and being like, you know what, I like that sound.
SoundCloud
I'm
rappers.
friends with the creator of the show Invader Zim. He finds musicians to work with all the time by just
Haley.
clicking
I have a
around
friend
on
that's obsessed with
Spotify.
that
And
show.
it's like, man, I really like this sound, and then he emails someone and be like, hey, I want to work with you. Like that's kind of how it happens. It's all about just making sure you're visible. Just make yourself easy to find. That's the short version of what I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the only thing I would add, and just as nothing specifically related to music, but just this
You mean
applies
fingers
to any
crossed.
discipline, is really just keep going. Like it's always going to take longer than you ever thought it would, but you just have to stay in
I like
it
that
and
Jeff
keep
Fowler's
working
profile on
hard and keep
Discord is
believing
not
that
open.
anything can happen, because it absolutely can. I mean, there was probably about a 10-year gap in between when I thought something should happen for me and then when something really did kind of click. But I was happy. Like I was doing my art, I was animating, I was working on cool projects. It wasn't kind of at the level that I thought I should have been at, at a certain point, but I enjoyed what I was doing. I just didn't, I tried to keep my little candle burning, however I could. If I wasn't maybe that sort of excited about whatever I was working on one particular week, I would try and come home and just have some little personal project or a script or just something that I would just use to really keep that little creative candle,
Fingers crossed, guys.
burning brightly. And I think it's just really hard, no matter what you're trying to do, no matter what your field is. It's a timing thing. I don't want to say there's luck, because that kind of is too dismissive, but it kind of takes a lot of things coming together at the right time. So the best thing you can do is just be ready when that moment comes, and just really feel like you've refined your talent, you've created a portfolio of work you're proud of and excited about, and then when that opportunity comes along, then you can really prove that you deserve that shot.
Such inspirational words,
Alrighty,
Jeff
so
Fowler.
thank you for that question,
Wow.
Victor. Crystal, I'll let you pick the next person or read a text question.
Sure, yeah, I'll read a text question, and this is from
Aw.
Miyato, and excuse me if I mispronounced
Come
that.
on, man.
His question is, or their question is, how long did it, and this is for Jeff Fowler, how long did it take you to finish production for the first movie installment of Sonic the Hedgehog back in 2020?
The first movie?
I mean, I guess it just depends on when you really kind of classify. I mean, I first got involved with the development of the script it was probably July of 2016. I was at Sony at the time, and so we were there
Sony
for
was
about
first.
a little less than a year. We were doing outlines.
Yeah, guys. If I don't
and
get
then
called in, I
we
probably might
produced
type down a
first
text
draft.
chat if I have to.
But then at that point, at Sony and Sega, we're just not just weren't really ready to move forward together on the film. So
Because
Sega
it's Sony.
decided they wanted to
Sony being
find a new
Sony.
partner. It just did. Sony and Sega did not have
The same
see eye to
studio
eye
that
on the
screwed
next
up
steps.
Spider-Man
so
and his
that's how
characters.
Paramount kind of came into the conversation, and so they were great partners, and we continued working on the draft, and then began filming in summer of 2018. It was
July?
I actually remember it was my 40th birthday, which was late
I'm 40
July
years old and I
of
made a Sonic the
2018.
Hedgehog movie
That's
when I
when
turned
we
40.
started filming, and then that movie came out in February of 2020. So yeah, the cycle of these things is usually about two years. In this
really
case,
wanna
with
ask him
Sonic
a
3,
question about
we
him,
squeezed
a
in
question
the
related
Knuckles
to Jim
series. So on this one, it ended up being about 2.5 years, but that's because we were working on another thing. So if we can get a movie done in 2 years from script to screen, that feels pretty good.
That in a nutshell, though, I'm pretty sure a lot of things happened in between that time.
Oh yeah, that all kinds of stuff. But usually good, but sometimes you have actor strikes or writer strikes or pandemics, or it's what keeps it interesting.
Pandemics, yeah, normal things. Alrighty then, so who has to pick now? Kevin, or is it?
Yep. I will pick. I'll go towards the middle. I think it's called the Joyful Songbird. I hope I'm reading that right.
That's not me. That's not me.
Hello again.
Hi. Yes, you said it right.
Okay, thanks.
So, hello. Thank you so much for coming here.
These
I
people hate
appreciate
me,
that you're
man.
answering the questions for the fans. Thank you.
Sure, yeah, welcome. Nice to meet you.
So I have a combined question. Is for both Tyson and Fowler, if that's okay. So,
I mean,
I
that's the
want to
point.
ask. So, during the movie, the Sonic movie,
Which
you
one?
kind of had a part, like Tyson helped with the design of Sonic, if that's correct, and Fowler was once in the movie. He directed the movie, and I heard that you had a past in helping with the Shadow the Hedgehog game, if that's correct.
Why is everyone asking about the Shadow game?
So then,
yeah.
So then, how was it like when you were working onto the movie, like as since that the movie has a big part and it's very special to the Sonic fans.
Man.
How was it like? Was it a bit kind of tricky to make sure that the movie is gonna be good and that the fans were liking it, especially on the Sonic 3 movie since it has Shadow?
Okay, I think we get the point.
Was it kind of easy since that you had this kind of
shut up. Can
knowledge
we
of
just get to the
Shadow
question?
when creating the movie?
Okay.
You guys both had a
Stop
role
asking. Shut up.
a big part
Shut
of it
up.
together when creating that movie.
Stop asking.
For the Sonic 3, I hope that my question
Stop.
wasn't confusing.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, absolutely. I mean, Tyson wears many hats on these films, but
I was gonna say, you're
certainly
dragging the
one that I
question way
probably,
too long.
value the most is just he's sort of our story supervisor and storyboard
when it comes to asking
supervisor,
questions
manages
to
the story
professional people,
team,
keep
but,
it simple,
you know,
woman.
It just is
Don't make them
great,
overthink it.
mind for these characters and the stories and how to just plot really
Sorry if I'm
compelling
sounding rude, guys, but gosh, dang, man.
adventures and stories and all that. So him and I are kind of like sort of, you know, some of the first ones in after we have a draft of the script that we're all feeling good about, and then it's these things. Sure, they're live action, but really, and I think this third movie is a perfect example. They're just becoming more and more animated. I mean, obviously, it's a photorealistic style of animation, but with all these new characters that every film the cast grows, the CG characters sort of the cast grows and grows, and so Tyson and I always just really love jumping in and starting to make these things visual and making the leap from the script to storyboard animatics and starting to build the movie out on paper, so to speak. And these last two films, we've basically had watchable versions of the film that are just entirely storyboarded the way you would as if it was an animated film, because it really helps the crew when we go out to shoot, to show them an animated sequence, storyboard animatic that has temporary sound design and music and all that, and just help everyone understand what's cool about this scene, or what's exciting, or what's emotional, or just what is it, and so we always get going on that very, very early. It also really helps define kind of the tone of the films, if you can kind of sort of identify what are those key sequences, what's really going to sort of put us on the path to tell the best version of the story. Usually is identifying and oftentimes it's like a combination. It's a big action sequence. Like on this film, I think one of the first ones that Tyson and I kicked off with the boarding team was this Tokyo battle. When Sonic and Shadow first meet, we knew we needed to do just a really awesome action sequence, and so
looking forward to
we
see
knew
the
Tokyo
final
would
cut
be a
version
really
by this
amazing
December.
backdrop for that. So that was one of the first things we kind of set down to design. But yeah, it really helps having this sort of history with the characters. I mean, the history with Shadow.
It just sucks. No one's going to ask a Jim Carrey question, but if they choose me,
so
it will
I'll let
be
Tyson
about
speak to
Jim
some of that
Carrey if
stuff
I
as
ask
well.
him a question.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that works really well about our team and our process is that Jeff has a history with animation. He understands the process. He understands the value of storyboarding. These are live action movies, but they're also animated movies, and there are a lot of live action movies that have very, very little storyboarding. It's very easy to just leap into filming and then kind of figure things out later. But for movie 3, we basically storyboarded the entire thing, and it was really, really helpful. And I think it ended up making movie 3 the tightest one yet, because we were able to figure out so much ahead of time. You'd be surprised, really. I think a lot of people that are not familiar with the process think that you get a script and then you just film that script and then that's the movie, and it just kind of is a linear process. But you'd be surprised how much needs to change from the page to the screen once you really
just to adapt,
capture
evolve.
things on film. It's just a lot actually needs figuring out once things become visual. And so taking that script, turning it into storyboards, turning it into animatics, really reveals a lot of changes that need to happen. It reveals a lot of changes in like jokes, that need to change. Things that are funny on the page suddenly stop being, the jokes need adjusting, because you realize that timing changes things about the humor, or it changes things about a jump scare. It just changes everything. And so having a director that is experienced with animation and then understands the value of turning the script into a fully storyboarded animatic, it makes for a much stronger end result. And so I think that's what made these movies so successful in the end.
The worst
and
thing
again,
is,
this
guys,
is the first
this
one that we
panel's only
have
1 hour.
really
If it's
storyboarded
done,
the entire
then,
thing
man,
from front to end. And so I think
there's a lot of people, including myself, that are waiting for this.
In my opinion, the strongest one yet.
Really?
So, yeah, I think it's great.
Thank you so much for answering that. Like after hearing this, it really just makes me appreciate more the effort, even more so than before, about the effort that you guys done,
Agreed.
especially for the movie. And I can't wait to see how it goes. And I think everybody who worked on it is gonna do a fantastic job. But thank you so much for answering
Thank
that.
you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the kind words.
Sweet girl, but
Thank
super
you. You have a
nervous as
great
hell.
day, all of you.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Get to the next person. Next.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question. Oh, here's a really interesting tech question from Dino Kaiju. Was it
Come
difficult to find the
on.
right voice actors for the characters, especially for Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow, before ultimately choosing Ben Schwartz?
You know what?
I'm
That's
so
a
sorry
good
if I
question.
butchered that name, and Canal Reeves.
Good question. Really good question.
Well, I think the hardest, which probably comes as no surprise, was Sonic, of course, because I mean he's the
Tom
foundation
Holland
of it
as
all.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think it was unique in a sense of like what we were trying to do with the character, with the film, and have him be like have this really fun manic energy, but be funny, and be able to be emotional when we needed emotion, be able to be energetic and kid-like, but most importantly just be something that we could do really great animation to. I mean, it's like there's lots of great actors, but not all actors have great voices for animation. And so that's really the trick is,
I'm just kidding.
Is finding somebody who is a good fit for what we know we need to do when it comes down to, and a lot of that, I feel like I at least my experience as a character animator kind of came into that, because it was like, there was certainly a pretty significant conversation with the studio about casting and who would be right, and but everyone had a different opinion. And so the thing that I kept coming back to, or at least the point I kept trying to emphasize, is look, it's got to be somebody whose voice gives us something that an animator can sit down and really know what to do with, that the cues are all there, that the personality, it will set us up for success when it comes time to actually create animation from it. And it's one of those things. It's like it kind of like it was just a process, but we couldn't have been more fortunate. And it really is kind of almost just fate kind of intervened with Ben, because I mean, I've told this story before, but Ben was there to meet Tim Miller, who was my boss at Blur, and I sat next to him at the studio, and Tim was casting for the very first season of Love, Death, and Robots, which is the anthology animated series that has run on Netflix for a couple of seasons. So his short was a live action hybrid, the only one. Everything else was animated. So he needed an actor. So Ben was coming by to meet Tim, and Tim was in another meeting. So Ben was just kind of hanging out, waiting for Tim to walk up back to his desk. Ben noticed I had all this Sonic stuff on my desk, and was like, he just was a huge fan of Sonic, and asked me why I had all of it. And I was like, well, I'm developing a film based off Sonic, and this is way back when it was still at Sony, and he thought that was awesome, and he was really excited about it. And so ultimately, he wasn't able. The scheduling didn't work out, so he wasn't able to be in Tim's short. But it stuck. His name stuck in my head, and when it came time to start figuring out how to cast Sonic, Ben was just perfect. I mean, he's just so funny. He's got a great voice that is perfect for animation.
What?
And so it really, it's just like one of those moments where it just kind of like everything worked out the way it was supposed to, and it's just he just happened to be,
Guys,
you know, it was the right
they
place at the
pinned my
right
comment,
time,
they pinned my
and
comment.
all of that. So whatever twist of fate delivered him to my desk on that day, I'm very, very thankful for.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question, Dino Kaiju. Crystal, I'll let you either read the next tech question or call up the next person.
Oh,
Sure
boy.
thing, I'll bring someone up, and I'm choosing Rockstar75.
Oh boy.
Once again, my heart skipped a beat when I heard my name being called.
Yeah. Jeez,
Welcome.
man.
Anyway, hello, Falton. Nice to meet you. And Tyson, it's nice to see you again, even though you may not recognize me, but I did see you at Sonic Rebel in person this year.
I do believe I recognize your voice, even though I can't see your face, but it's good to hear you again.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I actually have a question for you, Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How was it like redesigning Sonic for the first movie,
We
saving
got
us
Porky
from the
Pig in the
original
chat,
design
guys.
that
I
SEGA
hate to
gave
be
us?
rude, but we got Porky Pig in the chat.
I mean,
They-
it's funny. It's almost a blur in my
Doesn't speak
memory
accordingly.
now. It really happened so fast. You'd be surprised.
But yeah, just so you guys know,
I was
if
called
I
in
don't get
the
called up,
day
that's the question I got in
after
mind.
That first trailer dropped, and I came in and I watched the movie, and then I came back the next day and I met Jeff and the producers and everyone, and we really quickly kind of workshopped some design ideas. And surprisingly, I actually, just because I didn't know that delaying the movie was a possibility, I kind of gave some softball design ideas. I was just thinking like, okay, in an emergency situation, what can we do here? Can we just make the eyes bigger, maybe? Like make sure we give him his gloves, make sure his arms and legs are a little bit more
And make sure
cartoony.
the
Like
tan arms. Hold on.
I was really
Let me grab the
thinking
plush.
like, what can we just like?
We're actually
What's the bare
looks
minimum we can
adorable
do
rather than,
just to get
scary.
him into a little bit more of an appealing territory, and everyone else.
Yeah,
in the
Chad,
room,
we only got like
definitely
what,
producers were
25
like,
minutes
no,
till this is
like,
over,
we gotta-
and just in case if I
like,
can't get
the
called
term
up,
thrown around
here's
was
my
move the
text
needle,
chat.
you know. So like it was on them to really push.
Seriously, y'all,
to
choose
go
me,
further,
choose me.
enough
Even
to
if you
make
don't
sure
watch
that
my
everyone
YouTube
is really
channel,
happy.
choose
So,
me.
with their insistence, I said, okay, well, I'll go as far as we can. With the biggest thing about the redesign, though, was that the movie was already shot. So something that was really important was that everyone had all the live action characters were already looking where they needed to be looking in the plate or what's called the live action footage. So when Tom or James is in the car with Sonic, he's looking in specifically where the original Sonic design was already looking. So whatever we did with the redesign, Sonic's eyes needed to be exactly where old Sonic's eyes were. So that actually informed a lot about what this new design had to be. You kind of had to start with the eyes. So the eyes could only get so much bigger. They had to be in the exact same spot on the head, and then everything else from there kind of had to be designed around that. So it was a little limiting in what we could actually do regarding the design, but it still allowed us to change a significant amount from the design.
I can imagine, because it costs a lot of money just
I worked
to
with the rest of the
make
VFX
them look
team,
good in the
who were
movie.
very talented creature designers, and they helped me with translating a very cartoony design into what is a real creature. All the things that you need to be
not
mindful
too
of
furry realistic.
regarding, like how an eyelid needs to deform, which is a very, very important thing with the design, and why we tested some things with a single eyeball and why it couldn't really work out, just because of the eyelids were really the biggest problem there. Is with the regular cartoon game version of Sonic, his eyelids kind of work like a window blind or a shutter that
It won't
slides up and
translate
down
well
an
in live
eyeball,
action,
and
honestly.
they kind of need to disappear into his head. And with a real creature, you can't do that, because then the eyelid just needs to disappear behind something, and that doesn't really work with a real creature. So we needed to give him real eyelids, and the only way you can do that is to separate the eyeballs. And there's just a lot of things that I learned on the fly. I had never worked in VFX in my life.
Well,
before.
congratulations,
So it was
Tyson.
a complete
You
learning
made the right choice to
experience for
save
me,
the franchise.
which I'm extremely grateful for, because
from
I
that
learned a
backlash,
lot
from that
about
redesign.
I learned a lot
Tyson
more
S
about
for this.
painting. I learned a lot more about physiology, a lot more about physics and creature design, a lot more about VFX as an industry. It was like one of the most educational times of my life.
Crap, guys, we only got
extremely
22 minutes, and they're not going to be here for long.
Yeah, it was an incredibly collaborative experience.
I mean, in all due respect, it kind of sucks if it's limited.
Yeah, but again, it was a blur. It really just happened so fast.
No pun intended.
Huh. So it turns out redesigning Sonic wasn't as easy as it looks, huh?
Easy isn't even in the conversation.
Obviously.
it was hundreds of paintings and paint overs, and again, incredibly collaborative. I had to fly to London, and I had to fly to Vancouver to work with several different teams. Working with our modeler Alan, who's an incredibly talented guy as well. It was
seriously, not one fan asked a question about Jim Carrey, and I'm pretty sure
again,
I
there
could
was so
be
much
the only
riding on
one.
the line. I think
and that's a
these
no-brainer,
movies, and people have said it before,
myself.
these movies are pretty directly responsible for the renaissance that Sonic is going through right now. They really brought Sonic back into the social consciousness in a way that he needed. People are paying more attention to the games in a way that they weren't for a while.
Back then, the franchise was a joke, but now it's a lot better than before.
Incentive to give their all into making great games, and I mean, even the YouTube shorts are getting more funding and budgeting to give stuff like Dark Beginnings now, because of the movies. So there's a lot riding on making sure Sonic looked as good as he needed to, because it's such an important part of him. He's got to look good.
Not y'all.
It was there's a lot of pressure, but I think we did the best we could.
Safe to say that all that pressure was worth it, because thanks to you and those people, y'all saved the movie franchise, and we can't thank you enough for that.
Not just the movies, but the entire franchise in general.
All right, I think that answers my question. Thank you so much for having me, and
skedaddle.
Take care to the
We
both
got
of
more
you.
people questions to ask now. Leave. Get out of here, Shoo.
All right, so thank you for that question, Rockstar. I'll read the next text question. To Jeff and Tyson, what inspired you both on your career to where you are now?
Okay, not bad.
Jeff,
not bad.
How much time do we have? It's
About
like
20 minutes.
I will not take 20 minutes to answer, but I could.
Oh,
no. It's a bunch of things. It's like, certainly it all started with movies. I mean, Star Wars was probably the thing. I mean, it came out in 77.
His original profile was,
I probably saw it for the first time when I was maybe 4 years
old.
Ask
Jeff Fowler a question, bro.
Absolutely was obsessed with all of it. I mean, the visual effects, the story, like just movies in general. That's really what made me just fall in love with the magic of movies and visual effects as a storytelling tool.
Cinema.
And then I just would watch everything I could. But then I also got into video games. I had a ColecoVision in the early 80s, and then that turned into Nintendo, the NES, and then that turned into the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and Dreamcast, and just on and on and on. And it just was kind of everything all kind of going into the pot, just sort of what I wanted to do with my life. And I in computer animation, it really sort of was just kind of everything I loved all in one, because it was like I loved art, I loved animated animation, animated films, and then and now and then technology. Like I just was really always was interested in computers, and felt like I had a technical side that just was all came together when like Toy Story and Jurassic Park and all that in the mid 90s, when computer driven visual effects just really became the future, the obvious future of filmmaking. And so that's why I went to art school, was to learn how to be a character animator and a computer animator.
Congratulations! Now you make that happen.
And then that just led me out to LA to pursue my dream of just working on movies. And so these Sonic films just really just represent everything that I love about movies and games and all of it. It's just getting to work on the biggest stage and tell the biggest stories with characters that I absolutely
like,
love. So it's
hundreds of millions
it
of
really,
dollars on the budget
it's
for
very
Paramount.
cheesy, but it's just a dream come true.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Yeah,
Jeff.
for me, I hate to give the answer that everyone already knows.
Yeah, Tyson. Can you give it a little bit short, please?
I just, for whatever reason, saw Sonic on the TV, and then I rented a Genesis. Like, for kids that are too young to remember this, there's a place called Blockbuster Video.
Of course, that was a thing.
We were not
before Netflix
enough
and
to
all the
have
streaming
enough money
shows
to buy
took over.
a Genesis or a console. So we would go to Blockbuster. You could rent a Genesis and a game. Saw a commercial.
How many
for Sonic,
people?
so
I don't know
Blockbuster
if anyone's
rented
paying
Genesis
attention.
and
How many
one,
people asked
and that
both
was
of them a
just kinda it
question?
for
Was it
me.
like
I just started drawing
5 or
Sonic
6
nonstop.
people?
And then, little by little,
Bro, that's not fair, man.
became my obsession. Started watching Sat AM. Started just getting into animation in general. Like Lion King came out.
Hey,
from then on.
my man. Like they mentioned Lion King.
Here I am.
All right, good.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question there. So Crystal, I'll let you either read the next question or text question or call up the next audience member.
Sure. I do have a text question, but I also see that they're raising their hand here, so let's invite Kenny.
Aw, man! Come on!
Can you hear me, guys?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
always the
perfect.
women, man.
Hi, Mr. Fuller and Tyson. Nice to see you again in here in Revo.
Please call me Jeff.
Call me
okay,
Sully.
thank you. If that's okay, I have a question for both of you. So for Tyson, I have one that is, what is something that you made for SEGA that has stuck out the most? Huge fan of your work.
Oh.
And
Sure.
sorry,
Go
go
ahead
ahead.
and ask your question for Jeff too.
Of course. And for you, Jeff, also huge fan of your work and what you did in Shadow the Hedgehog of 2005.
Everyone keeps saying
for my
that game,
question
man.
is, what would be the best advice for aspiring new artists and producers, like to having a chance in the industry?
Okay.
What would you provide us?
It's a basic question, but I'll allow it.
Sure. Tyson, you want to answer yours first?
It might be pretty quick. I think my
please,
favorite
please
thing
keep
that
it
I've
short,
done
please.
with SEGA was the extra little Mania Adventures
getting too
episode. It
dark
was the
in here.
Christmas special with Amy, Rose, and Metal Sonic.
Oh, the Mania
I
Adventure
think
shorts.
Amy is a character that has had
But please choose me. Please choose me. Please, please,
a
please,
bit
please,
of a
please.
tumultuous couple of years where she's felt a little not lost, but her place in the cast is a little ill-defined right now, and I think we're all just kind of looking exactly for what she needs to be and who she needs to be in regard to everyone else. And so in that episode, I really wanted to highlight who she is to me as a character and why she's so special. And to me, Amy Rose is she's not just one of the boys. She's not just a pink Sonic or anything like that. She's just kind of a normal person.
I like
she gets
y'all are
wrapped up
talking
in these
about
big
Amy, even though
adventures,
she's not part of the movies yet.
despite everyone else having these superpowers, she rises to the occasion. She helps.
Well, if
the
you
people
introduce
that
her to the movies, then I know
normally
y'all are
would
gonna
get
cook her
left
character
behind,
well.
in Sonic Adventure, for example.
Yep, Tyson knows.
She's the one that
He
helps
knows.
the little bird that Sonic says is not really worth his time.
It'll be so funny. Someone pops in the stream and say,
she's
"Hey,
the
why are
one
you
that
live streaming
everyone
this
keeps
panel?"
leaving behind,
Nothing.
and then,
It's my channel because I can.
everyone kind of thinks Amy is not really gonna be the key to saving the day, and then of course she is the one that's the key to saving the day. And so for this little special, I was like, she's the one that picks Metal up from the dirt and brings him home.
It's already been an hour of the
because,
stream.
nobody else
Jeez,
would
man.
bother. And so that's why I think she's such a special character, and to be able to do that little episode.
Well, at least the signal's not cut off.
Special for me.
No! Don't jinx it. Don't jinx
I
it.
just think Amy is a special little character. I think she's unique amongst the cast.
Yeah,
I'm
hopefully
glad
you
they
introduce
let
her
me
in a
do that
movie someday.
with her. So that was my favorite thing, I think.
All right, Tyson, you said enough. Jeff, let Jeff speak.
Awesome.
Advice. I don't know if you heard my answer from a little earlier, but it'll be
somebody already asked this question before, so why choose the same one?
Think the thing that just
come on, at least my question is at least different than most of these other people.
Gotta keep working, gotta keep your head up, gotta believe that anything is possible, and just keep just keep going. It's just. I mean, I was very fortunate to have someone in Tim Miller
That's why they don't want to put me
eventually went on to direct Deadpool, but he hired me and became a very important person in my career. He was a mentor and a friend, and
shout outs to Tim Miller.
You know, when I got to Blur, I was like in my early 20s.
Oh wow!
He was like
I'm in my early 20s
late
too, bro.
30s, early 40s. So there's about a
and now you're in your 40s.
20-ish. Well, not 20 years. I mean, probably more like 12. About 12 years between us. But anyways, and we were both kind of trying to sort of get to the same place. We both, really loved movies, loved animation. Really were trying to just break into movie making, like into feature films, and which is just a really hard thing to do. And whenever I would start to feel a little bad about just not having happened yet for myself, or feeling like somehow I was falling short, I
wish this wasn't 1 hour. This should have been extended.
He was never
for more
slowing
than 1
down.
hour.
He was never, like spending time just feeling sorry for himself, or like he just kept going. And it would really help motivate me to not wallow in sort of like, oh, it's never going to happen, or I'm not good enough, or like I would just look at him and think, man, he's been doing it twice as long as I have, and he's still going for it, and he's still pushing as hard as he is, then I'm gonna go too, and I'm gonna. So he very much inspired me to just, because it's really hard, and I don't mean that to make anyone feel like
it's the Hollywood industry. What do you
expect? That's not meant to sort of uninspire. That if anything, it's meant to inspire, because you just have to know that there's it's a really hard thing to do, but it's so worth it, and you just really you just have to believe that anything is possible. I mean, I'm a kid from the Midwest. My dad sold insurance for 40 years, and like here I am, getting to make movies with guys like Tyson and Jim Carrey, and I just you told me that back when I was a kid, like I probably would have thought you were crazy, but like anything can happen, and you just gotta believe. You gotta work hard. There's no substitute for hard work. Like that's probably 90% of what it takes to get there is the hard work. The other parts are probably a little bit more out of your control, but you can control how hard you work, and then just keeping a positive attitude, and just being a good person.
Keep that in
be
mind,
kind,
Jeff. I'll keep that in mind.
Just help other people when they ask, and don't look at other people as competitors. Just look at places to collaborate and network, as Tyson said earlier, because you just never know. You never know what that small gesture, or that collaboration, or that nice thing you did professionally for somebody else, how it might come back to you in a big way. So it really is just just keep pushing hard, and hopefully you love what you do, so it doesn't feel like work. I mean, I feel that way. I
Jeff
feel
Fowler's
like
really bringing a TED Talk speech. Why is this man not TED Talk?
Or would be there all night, many nights in a row to deliver a project. I also just felt really fortunate that I got to do the thing I loved, and so it made certainly never made it feel like just work. So hopefully you feel the same way about whatever it is
Take it seriously,
that you're
but
trying
have fun
to do,
with it.
because I think that's a huge part of it as well.
Like I said, why is this man not on TED
Thank
Talk?
you so much for the big advice. Like, wow. I'm taking that to the heart very much, and that motivates me to do great things in the future.
Yeah,
that's
just
great.
Gave
well,
her
you can
free
get
advice.
there. Just keep going. But it's a great question, and I hope it helps.
Just keep swimming,
Thank
girl.
you so much, Jeff and Tyson, for your time and for answering my questions.
All right,
Thank you.
time's on the tick. We got to move on.
Alrighty, so I think we have time for one more question. So this is from Mato. Here's my question for Jeff Fowler, since I'm a huge fan of the Sonic movies. How long did it take you to finish production for the first movie installment of Sonic the Hedgehog back in 2020.
Bro, you've
Kevin, I think I asked that.
You've
one earlier.
already answered this
Yeah,
question.
that was already asked earlier, Kevin.
Next
I'm so
question,
sorry. I'll read another
please.
one. What is the biggest challenge of making good progress of animating the characters of the Sonic movie franchise? This is from Rainwolf Duck.
Hold on, my dog is growling.
Of making good progress. What was the question?
Yeah.
I think it was the.
Y'all, you could have chose my question. It's so
progress
not
making
basic. I'm not trying to be egotistical.
What is the
chat,
biggest
but...
challenge of making good progress of animating the characters of the Sonic the Hedgehog
Hold on,
franchise
guys. Let me
movie?
get my dog out.
I think I am on the answer for this one.
Go for it.
I think, as probably everyone listening knows that is trying to draw Sonic, that Sonic seems like a really simple character.
They could have let me on chat and be like,
to
"Hey,
draw,
how's it going? Big fan of your
really
work.
easy
What was it
to
like
get
working
wrong.
with this guy? How you bring this guy back from sequels?
I'm going to say things that everyone's probably going to laugh at, and
by the way,
these are
ignore the
all,
background.
like,
Just focus on what's
buzzwords
going
that
on.
you're probably very lucky to never have heard, but things like muzzle curve and quill length, these are things that this community has daily arguments about. It seems like really small things, but it really it changes a lot about how appealing this character is. This is a character that is so simple that the smallest change will affect
one question is
how
about Jim Carrey, and none of these people don't have any of those questions in mind.
Difficult thing in regard to making progress on animating this character is that on a production this large, you're dealing with dozens and dozens of new animators all the time, and so you're constantly having to teach them how to make this character look appealing and on model. And I think for people that don't do 3D animation, it's really easy to think that, it's a 3D model. It's always on model because it's 3D, but that's actually not the case. It's actually really easy to make a 3D model go off model. You have all these controllers that if you move them just the wrong way, suddenly it stops looking like Sonic. It's really easy to get a 3D
I'm not trying to be
model
rude, but it kind of feels like he's saying the exact same answers to those questions.
So we have a really great
like it doesn't sound
animation
too
supervisor.
different from
His
the
name's
others.
Clem, and he does a great job of helping everybody get there to the finish line. But you have a huge team of animators, and just like a 2D cartoonist, everyone has their unique way of drawing. Everyone as a 3D animator has their own unique way of animating and sculpting a 3D character. So you're constantly having to teach them how to make him look like he's supposed to look. So I think that's probably the most difficult part. But in my opinion, I think movie 3 has really got the best overall look for all these characters.
From what I've seen in the trailer, I would agree.
I think it's got
but man,
probably
Tyson
the
talks
best
a lot.
character animation from any of them. I'm blown away just looking at some of our stuff. I think it's like all these characters just look the best they've ever looked, and I can't wait for people to see them because they look so good. So yeah.
Alrighty, so thank you for that question. Shane, do we have time to squeeze in one more question?
Oh yeah, I allowed time for overrun, so.
Okay, so
I got 4 minutes. I do actually have to go right into a movie-related meeting, so
okay, well,
you guys got one more.
4 minutes.
Hurry up!
Yeah, so Crystal, I'll let you read a tech question or call up somebody.
No.
All right. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we do have a question here. Hello, Mr. Tyler. Huge fan of your work with the Sonic movies. As far for my question, what would be your best advice for aspiring artists and producers to have an opportunity for the industry?
Real quick, do we have one for Jeff? Is there one on the list for Jeff?
That was the one for Jeff.
That's
didn't
guys. It's the same question. The same question.
Yeah, the advice one.
I'm so sorry. It looks like okay.
Yeah.
In case, let's see. Well, this it's a spoiler one. Sorry.
Jim Carrey, please.
Again, spoiler. Most of the questions
Yeah,
here have
No, go ahead, ask it, and maybe I'll just give a really false answer.
How did you bring Shadow into the movie? His backstory and his personality, his character basically into the Sonic movie.
You gotta choose
How about I
me.
just say
Me.
it's so awesome that we got Keanu Reeves to voice the character. He was so fantastic to work with.
God.
He thinks the character is awesome.
I mean,
he
Jeff
definitely
Fowler,
understood
Tyson has
what we were
respect to
going
these
for
guys, but
and
these
was
three
very
just-
excited to kind of do his version
Oh
of it.
my gosh.
But he like all
These
the
three are
cast
so
just
brain dead.
Really
Jeff,
wants to
Tyson,
get
they
it
cool,
right,
but-
really cares. I mean, we would be
Okay, good.
you know,
He's talking
he would
about
just give
Keanu,
us
but
so
still,
many different
how
versions of
stupid
line
can
readings
these three
and just
be,
want to
man?
keep going. Like it was. But it was not just sort of showing up and reading the script into a microphone. Like you really wanted to create
But hey, good for
a
Keanu,
very
bro.
fan sort of faithful version of the character. He did research, like he really like in our
Oh.
first meeting, he very clearly had gone and done his homework. Which
Okay,
was awesome,
okay.
You know? And so no, I just can't say enough wonderful things about Keanu and what he brought
Sorry, Jim.
to the character and just the experience
Hey,
of
good
making
news
this
about
movie.
Keanu.
So I just think people are gonna, you know, really love.
You're breathtaking. No, wait.
His version of
You're
Shadow. It's awesome.
All right.
Okay.
As a Shadow fan, I cannot wait to hear his version.
No.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
you'll really love it.
Yeah.
I really think like once you hear him in the whole movie, he really.
But yeah, Jeff, Tyson, thank you for
We
hearing.
look
But
forward
the
to it.
three
Is there
hosts,
anything you two would like
y'all
to say
suck.
before we close out this Q&A?
Thanks for having me. Great questions.
Even if you never asked my question, Jeff, I love
guys
you,
are,
man.
like,
You saved my
know,
life.
the
Thanks for
most
bringing Jim
important-
Carrey back.
The fans are the absolute
the man.
heart and soul
man, Jeff Fowler.
of Sonic, and the reason
love you.
why we get to make these movies. And so thank you for
I'm
your
so
your fandom and your support. And you know, obviously, we're so excited for you to see this third film. We've done everything we can to hopefully give you guys the best version, the best movie version of these characters and you know, stories that you love.
Live and learn. Hang
Yeah,
in
and I
on
guess
the
I'll say,
edge
you
of
know, again, as a
tomorrow.
fan, it's I think movie 3 is just
The best.
It's the one, you know,
The best
it's-
one.
It's got it all. It's huge. It's got
Without
it's got the
spoiling, we got
most-
2 months left, Tyson.
It's got the
so,
most. Like
thanks.
it's.
I know,
you're
man.
you're gonna
I
love it.
know.
If you
Why
like
did
the
they not
first two,
consider my question? It is so different. Not rinse and repeat. It's just a question about, hey,
forward and
how do you
enjoy it.
convince Jim Carrey to come back
All
for
right.
Sonic 3
Well,
after his
thank you
retirement?
two
That's
very,
all I
very
need
much
to
for
ask.
coming, and thank you, Crystal, for collaborating with me, and thank you, everybody in the audience, for coming.
Shut
Please
up,
give them
dork.
A big round
Shut
of
up.
applause, and look forward to Sonic Movie 3 in December.
Oh, yeah. I mean, looking forward to
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Love you, Jeff. Love you, Tyson,
you,
even though we
Tommy.
never met, but bye-bye.
Thank you.
These guys are losers. These three, they suck. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to just try and be rude. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like Jeff and Tyson have really good answers, which I'll admit, Tyson does talk maybe a bit too much at times, which, the one thing I find so stupid is the fact that the majority of these fans are like, oh, let's just bring up the same question, like, what's the best advice for the industry of how to be a producer? It's like, y'all are asking the most basic ass questions to these guys. Like, personally for me, like, my question to be different than the others, because look, as much as I love Sonic and Shadow, dude, obviously I'm a Jim Carrey fan, and I wanted to ask Jeff Fowler, like, the question is not, hey, what was it like working with him? To me, he had a good time with Jim Carrey. Like, my thoughts would have been, so how did you convince Jim Carrey to come back for not just Sonic 2, but Sonic 3? What were the ways that you persuaded him? Was it the Robotnik meets his grandfather in the shaggy flesh? Or was it, he gets the fat belly, or he gets the team up with Sonic? It's like, that's the question that I wanted to ask him, but these dork, stupid losers, like, are not having a brain, because, guys, I mean, I hate to expose myself on this server, even though I'm about to show it real quick as I'm about to calm down before I start smashing the keyboard. So I had a meet and greet, which is a voiceover thing, which later on that'll happen later at 6 o'clock. But that was yesterday. The main reason why I wanted to do it yesterday, so I can sit down and enjoy the chat of Jeff Fowler and Tyson Hesse. Don't get me wrong, I think Jeff like brings like very much inspiring words for what he has to say, but still, this could have been my chance to talk to him just for like 5 simple minutes. But however, I'll admit, the one thing that I will admit that was pretty cool is the fact that Jeff Fowler says he has like a movie related me. So I'm like, ooh, press tour moments for Sonic 3. Maybe Jim will answer his own interview. Maybe. Yeah, I think the majority of interviewers, because obviously Jim Carrey does not have social media anymore, but I'm thinking like the majority of people that will ask Jim, like saying like, so what makes you come back for Sonic 3, even though you announced that you're going to make your retirement, Jim, after Sonic 2, and then Jim was going to be like, Golden Egg, so what we do now? I mean, if y'all read the thumbnail, the best thing to do, like, I know this gameplay, this cutscene was like the main selling point of this whole entire live stream, but the reason why I decided to focus on this, hold on chat, to this whole Shadow Revolution thing, because I'm like, y'all, I could get Jeff Fowler and Tyson Hess, well, not in the stream, but literally recorded live in the chat, so I don't know how many views the stream will get, because obviously the main focus is Sonic X Shadow Generations, the video game, and yes, there will be spoilers. But that being said, I thought around that time, I'm like, ooh, this could be my chance. But this Kevin-ass dork, man, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be rude. Like, first of all, yeah, I'm going to start talking like this because I sound like a middle school teacher. Question, how did y'all contact Jeff Fowler and Tyson Hess? How did they get Discord profiles, and how do... Oh, man. I never been so pissed off with this side of the fandom. I mean, not you guys in the chat, but oh man, that got me so pissed. It's like when my dad says, they're nothing but effing haters, man. Later, haters. Kevin, I hope you kiss your mother with that mouth. Hope you get stung by a jellyfish in an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, if y'all know what I mean. Kevin. Obviously, I don't think these guys are gonna give a shit about what I have to say, because none of those guys, I mean, no offense, they're aware of my voiceover work, but they're not aware of my YouTube stuff, so either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's only just a small amount of people that watch the stream. But anyway, guys, as I'm done ranting, as I'm done venting off, I feel like this is the cure to cheer me up. Like, sure, Jeff Fowler gave us, like, good intel of Keanu Reeves, which I'm like, the best thing about it, like, outside of, like, the, you know, wisdom, inspiring words, the best thing about it was, honestly, the last question where Jeff Fowler said Keanu Reeves took research of the character. So I'm like, if we get more in depth with the press tour interviews of later, like maybe next month around my birthday or when the new trailer comes by, I think we might get more intel of Keanu Reeves, of how he prep up to the role of Shadow. But speaking of Shadow, I'm done ranting. I'm done venting about Shadow Revolution. I don't think I'm ever going to forgive those guys, honestly. But hey, that's the exposure of being not just a Sonic fan online, but the exposure of my social media presence. But either way, I've been rambling too long. How long is this stream? An hour, just because of that panel. Either way, let's get straight to the cutscenes. So, if y'all have not seen the cutscenes, then this will be your spoiler warning. And two, I have not played the game. I haven't bought the game, but maybe around Christmas time I might, which we will get Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow. So, without further ado, guys, just to, you know, keep my anger away from me, let's just watch the cutscenes. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to be watching a 2.5-hour movie, boys. Because it's everyday, bro, not let the Disney Channel flow. Alright, let's see if this is going to be peak.
50 years ago, aboard the space colony Ark, the genius Professor Gerald Robotnik sought to create the ultimate life form. He called his creation Shadow.
My gosh.
Shadow was raised
reference.
Gerald's ailing granddaughter,
Final
Maria.
boss.
They were inseparable.
Hold up.
A series of tragedies befell the
Oh, they're gonna do it.
Sought to cover
He ain't holding a gun.
Ha!
They acknowledge it.
And
They acknowledge it. Yeah, I'm out. See ya. Well, bye. I'm guessing that's Cameron. I don't know.
Shadow was awakened.
Well, you know, it's exactly what the third movie did.
He was haunted by Maria's
Hey, Sonic Adventure 2 reference.
I beg of you, for all the people on that planet.
I like to make myself believe.
And sought to destroy
To Ula, bitches. Dwayne, now that you're here, you showed up during the time where I'm reacting to the cutscenes. I was on a live panel. There was Jeff Fowler, Tyson Hess were in the stream, and these retards, these stupid, dumb, dorky retards, did not bring me up to ask a question. Some of them bring the ask question like, oh, how's it like working in the first movie? Oh, how was it like for the Shadow game, all that. They keep repeating the exact same questions, and even Jeff and Tyson were like, have you already answered this question before? For me, I'm like, my question was completely different, because since Jim Carrey is like my favorite actor, I would have been like, hey, yo, how do you bring this man back out of retirement and star in more movies? But These stupid ass incels are like, nah, we don't care about Daniel. Yeah, Dwayne, just to let you know, I did that literally before the stream. If you don't believe me, I was in this Discord server and they were doing it live. Like, they're doing it live on Twitch, and I was waiting patiently, bro. I was waiting patiently by saying, like, ooh, I got a question. I need to ask the director a question. But then Jeff Fowler has to do, like, a movie-related meeting, and I'm like, okay, something related to Paramount. However, he did mention one thing from a random fan by saying, like, oh, what was it like of adapting Shadow's personality? And they said, like, oh, yeah, Keanu Reeves actually took research and studied the role. So I'm like, all right, W's for Keanu. But I was the only one that asked a question that's related to Jim Carrey. Obviously, everyone's going to ask about Shadow and Sonic and the animation, yada, yada, yada. But for me, I'm like, as a diehard Jim Carrey fan, I want to ask by saying, bro, Jeff, buddy, how do you do it? How do you brought him back? But unfortunately, these stupid idiots are like, no, we're just going to ignore that. Which I'll admit, Tyson, and all due respect for his words, bro talks like a lot. But anyway, just to take that out of the way, that got me pissed. So if you rewind that in the stream, that got me upset. So just to get my mind off of this, let me just watch the cutscenes of this game since, you know, I'm a broke-ass Tico boy.
At the last moment,
anyway,
Shadow
let's get back.
Maria's final wish.
Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077. The Venom symbiotes, they go in. No!
Shadow was generated from the DNA
I'm just kidding.
of the evil alien
It's funny that Shadow and Venom had a big day yesterday.
Shadow didn't understand why Black Doom expected him to be the vanguard.
For some reason, why is the music... Alright, I'll check it out. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, if you rewind back to the stream, bro, the way I vented and ranted off of how super pissed I was, it was kind of like, what stream was it? The Danny Gate webcam stream? That's how it was. By the way, Dwayne, if you're watching this, the next stream after this one will not be Sonic related. I'm doing it just because, one, it's the new game, two, the fans, three, money. Fourthly, the next stream I'm planning to do around November will be like my 23 webcam birthday stream, which Trevin, Lesnar, and hopefully Gabriel too said that they're up for it since my birthday's on Tuesday, November 12th. I have to ask y'all later on after the stream, maybe. I mean, look at the video. It's like over 2.5 hours long. I'm going to be doing like a 23rd birthday webcam stream. And I haven't choose the day yet. Probably like around Saturday, November 9th or Sunday, November 10th. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But either way, let's get back to the cutscenes.
After many battles, Shadow crushed Black
Yeah, he take down Null. I'm basically spoiling Venom The Last Dance, even though the stream is not about Venom.
Shadow the Hedgehog, the lone dark warrior.
Shooting at the walls of heartache, bang bang, I am the warrior. That's Knuckles' theme. Something in the way. Hey yo, HD quality. Are we watching cutscenes of Alien Romulus? Whatever that's called. Alice in Wonderland! Oh wait, we're playing My Sims. Y'all, don't take me seriously. I can't think of the fact that Gerald is skinny in this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a skinny boy myself, but Gerald's fat.
Can we wake him up now? Can I meet him?
Can I keep him, Grandpa? He's my new puppy.
It is time.
It is time to see the ultimate life form. Let me try to do this in Jim Carrey's voice. Welcome to the world, Shadow the Hedgehog. I can be the ultimate granddad. And then Keanu Reeves is back. Hell yeah! I'm thinking I'm back!
Shadow.
For some reason, it's rhyming Sprite at the time. Oh! Continuity to the main Sonic Generations game.
Are you still aboard?
Gotta say, the HD quality looks good.
Arrived at the space colony an hour ago.
Well, you're missing the birthday party.
Ah, okay, makes sense why the prologue, for she's like, you're gonna miss Sonic's birthday party. Because those animated shorts take place before this. I get it now.
I'm not leaving until I eliminate any possible threat.
There's free food.
Free food! Why am I thinking of SpongeBob, man? Alright, he's roller skating. Make sure bro joins the Olympics. He's going to Doctor Strange's portal. Hey, yo! Yo, we got some clean gameplay in this, bro! Yo, this looks way better than how it was in 2001. And that says a lot because I was born in that year and too. That's when that game came out. Heck, if we can't get a Sonic Adventure 2, this is like the closest thing we can get to that. But obviously it's only Shadow. But I'll admit, y'all, the worst thing about playing the original version of this game was the rails, man. I gotta keep falling down to null deep space. I keep falling off. See? Like that. In the original game. But for this one, since, you know, it's upgraded technology, upgraded graphics, I'm like, alright, it's at least it's something different. I can play my remote control now. If I only have a PS5. Alright. Boys for Cusco. Still disappointed I haven't got my question answered. Bro, I honestly felt like I was high show speed earlier in the stream. Ah, man, that's crazy, man. Woo! I don't know if it's just me, but compared to 2001 and 2024, oh shoot, Chaos Control uploads. I mean, abilities. I can't even speak English today. Gotta say, the graphics looking clean, bro. Gotta see, I think this user's playing it in Xbox One because I saw like a BY while, you know, PS5 had like shapes rather than letters. ZL, what the heck is ZL? LE, what the heck does that mean? You dead. Come on, get through it. It'll be so funny if he decides to fall off space. I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel with Sonic Adventure 2 back in 2001. But to be fair, music slaps. Yeah, I'm gonna catch out the fire off this lit. Oh, I was gonna say, intruder alert, intruder alert. The Death Star, it's gonna blow up. Oh, okay, I know what. Bruh. Hey, yo, Post Malone. Post Malone, shut up. You're gonna get me copyrighted. Needless to say, I'll give it a check. She was a bad one, maybe I'm a wreck. Ooh, just things I can't refuse. I gotta see, like, what's next after this, guys. Bio Lizard, Level Sunsets, Kingdom Valley, Sonic Forces. Gotta say, the action sequences, looking sharp, man. So, yo, that's how we get to Nephilis. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, did we get to the credits? Nah, we don't get to credits. Okay, yeah, I do remember this level in particular. Yeah, that's where you decide to take down these guys, like, literally in the final boss act. If y'all don't want to get spoiled by the gameplay and only just watch the cutscenes, then we could do that, but I'm kind of intrigued of where this, the Space Colony arc goes. Probably after this lag, I'll just change the video and just focus on the boss fights, if that's okay with y'all. Going off the rails on a crazy train. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Hey yo, the doors. That's where Hackman decided to leak some dudes and piss on the moon. Oh wait, oh! Yo! Squidward! I'm just kidding. Black Doom. Bro, we're about to go Spider-Man No Way Home on this bitch. I mean, oh, sorry, my bad. No Way Home. No Way Home. Da, 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 da. You wanna know what's cooler than science? Math. And then basically he just takes him down. Alright. So far, look at that. Oh. We're bigger than others. Frank every time I mentioned the Venom reference. But yeah, this is like what? Radical Highway when Black Doom changes everything. This is something straight out of Doctor Strange or Spider-Man No Way Home. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Black Doom, I've come to bargain. Alright. Already got the Killjoy out the way. Now I can kind of see why Black Doom is back in this game. Yo, yo. I'll say this, the levels is looking a lot better than the original Sonic Generations game. Okay, so far so cool. It kind of reminds me of that giant starfish from James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. See? It is Xbox controls.
I'll get you next time, get it next time. You weak, pathetic fool. I've come for your soul.
What is this, the end of the final act? Oh, more robots to fight. And the quality has gotten bad. Whoop-de-doo. Man, I can't wait to rewatch the stream after my rant about not asking Jeff Fowler a question. We shall meet again, Jon Snow. Yo. This is something straight out of Doctor Strange. LSD, hands on hands on hands. And now he's back in the Ark. Congratulations. You got yourself a Japanese tattoo. I need to have a gun. Lots of guns. So, yeah, any cutscenes in particular? Yeah, we probably might get a cutscene, y'all.
Tax time for businesses can seem
Don't need to pay
overwhelming,
for my taxes
but now
because
with
it's not
QuickBooks
April yet.
Online, you can go beyond bookkeeping.
Alright, cutscene. Get straight to it. Probably might find a shorter one because nobody's watching the stream, honestly. Hey yo, a Ruby Jewel. Or in this case, it's a Jolly Rancher.
The fake Chaos Emerald Tails made to foil the Doctor's plans.
Oh yeah, around the Space Colony Arc Final Arc, Sonic Adventure 2.
Distinguishing between the two of them.
Great continuity. And speaking of continuity, now we get straight to the main plot of Sonic Generations. So if Shadow is in the Space Colony Arc, then where the heck was Silver doing? Ah yes, the epic Mickey villain. I'm about to piss on the moon. That's insane, man. And now Shadow's in the afterlife. No, you're not dead. You're just paralyzed. Welcome to Shadow Frontiers, where everything's all white, but not too black. I'm sorry. Ah, Omega's alive. Where's the Alpha dude? Okay, that's cool. Space Colony Arc, literally right there. He's always watching you, always watching. That's pretty sick. Alright, Space Colony Arc is already uploading, I guess. We're getting color back. So where's it going? Oh, on top where Black Doom is watching Shadow. Alright, I get it now. Well, he's awakened. The Lord of the Rings Tower, whatever his name was. Alright, cool that we hear the music. Alright, how about we change it up to a shorter one so then we don't have to see gameplay all the time. Sonic X Shadow Generations, cutscenes. Hopefully has boss fights. Yeah, hold on, chat. We've already seen the prologue. I just need to see the one with the boss fights, if y'all know what I mean. Ignore the acts. Boss fights. Yeah, there we go. I think I saw like a separate link to that. All bosses, all cutscenes. Yeah, I think this could be the one. Where is it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So then I'm not wasting not a lot of people's time. Yeah, we have not seen this cutscene right here. How about, yeah, there we go. Think a little more. Yeah, here we go. Right here, right here.
What was that new power?
You got the symbiote.
I've never done anything like that before.
Or
It's
have
something
you?
I should normally be able to do, yet it felt natural.
Oh man.
What could be causing these mutations?
It's the black goo. You gotta taste that venom, bro. I take it on another form? Come on, Shadow, or in this case, John Wick. Gotta take down the murderer who's responsible for your dog. Oh wait, it's not a dog, it's a 12-year-old girl. Sup, Rocket Man? So much interesting things happen. Bruh, come on! Oh, is this Batman Arkham Knight? Yeah, I think so. I think Roger Craig Smith is also a part of that game. Oh, man. Why do I feel like this is something straight out of Kingdom Hearts?
Maria? No.
Martha.
She's gone. I'm seeing things.
Copyright prevented by warning.
Maria!
Oh, shoot. The exact same music from Sonic Adventure 2.
Maria?
The voice actor's doing a good job. Great callback to SA2. He's gonna say it. Maria! Alright. Like the art style, like the music. Of course, Ian Flynn's dialogue is good as always. Not bad. Venom. Alright, stream's going good. Space Colony arc is completed, thankfully. What's next? Are we gonna get to our boss fight? I believe so. Oh shoot, we're gonna fight the Bio Lizard. This time, Sonic and Knuckles are not a part of it. We have now fused a disgusting Pokemon. But this time he's on Kaiju Godzilla size. Excuse me, but why is the salamander slimy? Sir, your breath stinks. You smelled it? Therefore, you're the one who dealt with it. Yeah, I have. It definitely smells like 50% of my Geico insurance. I'll admit, the Bio Lizard in this game, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, he looked less creepy around that time. I'm talking about when he first debuted in Sonic Adventure 2. I think thanks to like all the 2024 graphics and updates, he looks a lot better. Great, now he's throwing up Dragon Balls. Ugh, no pun intended.
Your energy is still unstable.
It's funny that he's roasting it, even though I don't think it's really gonna care. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Bro, I can literally see its gills. Bro, is it growing arms? Yo. Until now, it wants to cheat. I second that I thought it was gonna be growing like wings or something.
I already know your weaknesses.
Don't worry, wait. Did I misassume his gender? I'm sorry, it's probably on his period again. Don't get assaulted by that if there's any chicks in the chat. Let's do this! You stole that line from Jim Carrey, bro. See, I knew it was gonna fly. It seems like it was gonna fly at that. But yeah, I gotta say, okay, I'll admit, the chaos control in the combat was really cool. Now you pop all the bubbles! Pop that bubble! Pop that bubble! Oh, okay, so that's like, whenever like your XP is maxed up, that's where you go, chaos control. Whoa. I never flexible. What's it trying to do? Get vaccinated? Be like, oh yeah! Need that good nuclear. Kinda surprising that this giant reptile has a mind of its own. Oh, what's next? Is it gonna turn itself into giant lizards like the Amazing Spider-Man? I like how bros are like roller skating like left and right. Get all the 5 golden rings! Kamehameha! Bubblegum. Bro, it kind of looks like the whole orb is just like an Earth. It's kind of like planet Earth, but it's all pink. Finish it. Come on, take him down, take him down. Skadoosh! Bow now. Alright, bro. That was sick, not gonna lie. Yeah, even like that, Shadow has his own music theme whenever he completes. It's not the do. Oh, cutscene. Just going on if everything else in the stream is A-okay. By the way, I'm gonna delete that other one. Hold on. Making sure we're still good. Actually keep it for the money. Yeah, I guess that's the free roam of the hub. No, don't want to get copyrighted. Don't want to get copyrighted if you're going to play licensed music, so shut up. Let's skip ahead and get straight to the cutscenes. We're not going to be rants in Sonic Story because I already know what it is. Disgusting black creatures. Yep, it's Noel, guys. I think when I look up his voice actor, it's the same guy who voiced Venom in the Spectacular Spider-Man series. I'm like, hey yo, that's the voice of Venom from the best Spider-Man cartoon.
I will do it again.
I will do it all again. Stole that from me. Kill that from me!
I can't even do Keanu's voice. At least we can see Black Dude's mouth opening. Kinda looks like a pussy baked at 15. You went and hit a guy with 6 tentacles, what, yeah? Take that. It's like he has to put his own hologram of his house because bro doesn't even have any feet.
Here and now.
There's literally one t-shirt that literally says, "This ends now."
We are poison to Shadow the Hedgehog. We are Venom.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the same voice actor. Hey yo, it's the level from Sonic Forces. Yeah. Oh shoot! Maria's about to get chased. Bro, you better run, because these symbiote knockoffs are about to take you down. Hold on. Oh hell, Shadow, heroes rise again. I thought it was gonna be a reference from the game. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Black Arms Army, fool. Well, this is gonna pull the heartstrings. Shadow and Maria are finally reunited after over 50 years, man.
Shadow.
Now he can physically feel her? I bet it's like, am I dreaming or is this real? There's Gerald. Can't believe it's really him. There's a lot of things you don't know about me,
It
girl.
must be from a point in time before the Ark disaster. Perhaps I can
Right,
change
because
their
thanks to the time meter, it kind of ruins time.
Shadow? You look grim. Are you alright?
I've been through a
We'll
lot.
be fine. We'll all be fine. Find somewhere safe to hide. I'll take care of everything.
The professor didn't even talk. Yeah, that is my Paul doing the voice. Oh shoot, Metal Sonic. What the? Stingray? Yo, Metal Overlord. They're playing What I Made Up from Sonic Heroes. Yo, Shark Bait. Ooh, aha. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes to pop up in this game, but here we go. But this... And what do you know? His voice actually sounds pretty good. Bro kind of sounds like Venom.
We are the ultimate life form. You should not take us down, Shadow.
Don't make me lie. You're gonna be burning down rubber in the water. Like they're literally playing One I Made Up by Crush 40. I'm just saying, y'all, if they're gonna do Metal Sonic, maybe in Sonic Movie 4, that'll be pretty sick, not gonna lie. I am what I'm here for. So far, this is looking pretty sick, not gonna lie, y'all. Son of me, you are yet to do. Let me show you just what I'm made of. Which is Odyssey. And you're dead. One more hit, then you're dead. You're dead, bro. You're dead. Get some rings. Get some rings. Bro, if you fail this, okay, you recover. No. Ah, this kind of reminds me of the Marvel Spider-Man 2 level where the lizard tries to chase down Miles Morales. Obviously, it's not as cool as that game, but still, looks cool here. Really got to use the bathroom, but I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, this looks sick, guys. As this plays, I gotta go use the bathroom. Alright, what am I missing here? Got my nod back inside. See you back here. Oh, a whirlpool. Thought they just turned into a tornado. Hold on, Chad. Gotta make sure I'm looking good here. There we go. Hey girl, how's it going? Now we're just going to a water whirlpool. Second thought it was going to be like a tornado form. So far, even though it's like the second boss fight, so far it's better than the Biolizard one. But I'm just saying, if we get Metal Overlord in Sonic Movie 4, that'll be pretty epic. Not gonna lie, even though Amy's official voice from the game, Cindy Robinson, was there, I was like, bro, that would have been so cool if I went past like, oh shoot, fun to mash up. It's Venom.
For everyone, apologize.
Come on, missile launching. Almost there. I got man, that's probably gonna be hard for the Reigns. The fact that Shadow's solo him, because I think in that game it took Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to take him down, but now we got Shadow taking him down with the Black Doom. Oh, that's gonna be sick. Bro, the way they take down with his chest.
You're going straight to head.
Wow. Can't believe he just out solo Metal just like that in his super form. It took like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to take him down in the final act. Same goes for the other characters, but no, Shadow just used to solo him. Yo, cheers again, mac and cheese. That's my guilty pleasure white person meal. Alright, Chad, we only got like 30 minutes, and then I guess we'll just end it off after the stream. Okay, not bad. So far, so good.
Shadow? Are you in pain?
No. I feel a connection to the symbol in the sky. It's the same
Spirit in the sky.
abilities.
It is the power of Black Doom.
It? Okay, let me try to do the Carrie's voice. I made a Faustian destined monster to create Shadow. Now it all seems I all have to pay for my sins.
So my powers,
Let me try Kiana's voice. So my powers, that symbol, they're all connected. Oh shoot. Maria's illness could not be treated on Earth. I couldn't better manage her condition on the Earth, even if her family did not like the idea. Hey, Biolizard. I attempted to develop the ultimate life form as mean to find a cure for Maria. My own experiment has reached their frustrating limits. So when that alien warlord reached out to me and offered the miracle of chaos control, I accepted. Through his DNA, the ultimate life form was born.
Black Doom wanted me to make the perfect warrior for him. So these new abilities are part of his grand design. You two are linked by blood.
So that means in reality both of you are siblings technically. I like that he still has the same name tag.
It'll make you his ultimate weapon, or take over your body to be reborn in you. You made me the ultimate life form, Professor. Black Doom is a fool. I'll take his power and use it as my own.
That's how I would have imagined if it was Keanu's voice and Jim Carrey's voice as those characters, even though the movie's not out yet. Oh! Hey, there's the boy! Rolling around at the speed of sound. I found you, Shadow.
The blue hedgehog.
Hey, callbacks to I found you, Faker. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Right, the emeralds.
But that Chaos Emerald and I have a date with a monster.
Well then,
it'll be a date to die for. That's only if you can save a room table for two, please. Alright, I guess this is the part where Sonic Shadow fight just like in the main story Sonic Generations. Yup. But unfortunately, yes, it seems to be a reference because they did the exact same thing too. Honestly, even though as cool as this cutscene was, I think it would have been cool if you get to play as Shadow and fight Sonic, just like what you did in Sonic Adventure 2. That easily would have been sick, not gonna lie. But, no, it's just a cool cutscene, but it is what it is. Kind of funny from that panel earlier, Jeff Fowler did acknowledge the new game release of this game, but either way, you know, it's just an influence. But they ask him way too much about the same thing, about the Shadow game and advice and all that. I want to ask Jeff about Jim Carrey, that's all I know. Like I said, it's a bummer that it's just a cutscene than just the actual game.
So I'm taking the emerald. See ya.
See ya. Reference to Sonic Paradox, I assume. Oh, Rouge's theme from Sonic Adventure 2. Sweet.
I finally find you, and what do I see?
That's because Sonic freed her, and now she can go to anywhere that he wants to go.
I will beat him on equal terms.
Hey yo, I want a piece of that ass though.
Fine time for you to be honorable. Now he has the chaos.
Sorry, Shadow. I know I'm being down bad right now.
He has a fake emerald.
Faker.
I'll have you swap it for the real thing after.
Oh, of course he did.
My mission.
That's exactly what Sonic and Tails did in Sonic Adventure 2.
As a professional jewel thief, I approve.
So who are you gonna date, the Edgy Hedgehog or Knuckles?
What is this?
Shoot.
A seal of
Mephiles? Yo, are we getting Mephiles into this? Hold on, pause chat. Give me a second. Sorry, girl. Don't mean to step on you. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for, which is basically the introduction of Mephiles. Hopefully they don't nerf this bro up because he's such a go-to character in Sonic 06. And they brought him back, which was a highlight. I'm just curious about the voice. That's all I need to know. Wink, wink. This is like the same fight where Team Dark faced Mephiles in that epic scene. Yo, yo, yo. Nope, there he is! Oh man, bro, that's the exact same spirit that killed Sonic. He was like the only villain that killed Sonic, man. He looks good so far. Okay, not bad.
And restore myself to the time.
I'm sorry, what? Is it just me, or does his voice sound a bit more younger, man? And now he's sounding more like a shark fin, bro. Bro, why? They nerfed Mephiles. They nerfed him, man. I know this was just clickbait for the fans, but it's kind of funny. You got the voice of Venom from Spectacular Spider-Man to voice Black Doom. And you got Robbie Damon, who voiced Spider-Man in arguably the worst Spider-Man cartoon, that 2017 Disney XD Spider-Man reboot. We all watched that. Man, they cast him to voice Mephiles. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a good voice actor, but his voice does not fit Mephiles at all. And it's honestly a downgrade to Dan Green, which I get. If they can't get Dan Green back, they could just find someone to voice Mephiles. Wait, so you don't remember who Mephiles is? Oh, okay, I think I know why. Because Sonic 06 kind of like retconned the timeline and they never remember each other. Okay, I kind of get it right now. But still, I mean, aside from the design, I'm not.
The original is my
Ooh,
go-to.
Chick-fil-A.
The spicy filet lives up to the
I want it.
Hey, it's Jillian, and a little
Gimme.
thing I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento
Honey
chicken.
pepper pimento, I want that. But I won't get it because it'll be closed tomorrow. Because it's going to be on a Sunday. Once again, I mean, despite the hype and yeah, I can't even speak. Despite the fact that he fought Shadow in Sonic 06, man, I'm sorry, I'm just not impressed with the voice. Even though the boss fight does look interesting, but I don't know if I want to prefer it over Sonic 06 because it's only just Shadow and not Team Dark facing them. And it's not as cool as the Metal Overlord battle. That's all I'm saying. So they just keep repeating the same tactics for him. So yeah, guys, the overhype for Mephiles. Like, look, I'm glad that Mephiles is getting more recognition, but man, chaos control. I sound like one of those anime guys that basically haven't got their puberty beat stolen. I mean, that's what Mephiles is starting to sound like. Let me just take a look. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, not bad. Is it just me, or did he just turn into like some sort of a squid or something? But yeah, that being said, I mean, don't get me wrong, as much as I'm happy that they still utilize Mephiles with all of his abilities, but once again, I understand why Shadow doesn't remember him, but still, the voice, man, the voice is what lose me off guard with this. Oh shoot. Is it Iblis? I'm just kidding. The flames of disaster! Bro, where's Knuckles and Wade Whipple when you need them? I forgot Knuckles got pushed to the sideline of this game since he's not part of the story. Well, clearly that is not an Iblis variant. I'm sorry, was there like 8 people watching this? I know no one's commenting because obviously nobody cares about my content, but just do it either way. Oh wait, it says 3, my bad. Alright, so far so average and not mid.
This is the ultimate power.
The ultimate power. That seemed a lot more easier than I thought. So there's no future for you. Bro, you're the one that retconned the future along with Sonic and Silver, bro. Disgusting black creatures, get out of my way. Alright, I bet we're getting closer because we went through Bio-Lizard, Metal Overlord, and Mephiles. I guess all that's left is Black Doom. Or unless Infinite's in the game, which I doubt that. Because nobody likes Infinite. Or do they? Oh, until now he shows up. And now he's gonna scare everyone. Shadow and the Robotnik family.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Yeah, he's more like, haha, shut up, little girl. I'm the one that injected DNA. Look how small he's. I made you! It's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference.
Yes.
He's not a warrior.
That will destroy you.
Yeah, but he's not. And a kid, no. Yes, Satan. I'm just kidding. That's an Ace Ventura quote. Die, devil bird! No way. Well, there goes his warning.
Professor,
Shadow, don't let the symbiote go over you, Brian.
he means he
Not Brian.
learned from our last encounter.
The 2005 game?
At some point in the future.
Yeah, you fought him in his own solo game.
And use the nebulous nature of time in white space.
Right, that's what Sonic was talking about with Tails not so long ago.
No more mistakes. This time,
So,
I will
whoever
crush every
comes,
last
whoever
one of them.
wills, I'll kill them. Hey, her theme song.
Breaks my heart to see you so full
Cool
of
that they're
anger.
playing her theme song.
This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow?
Oh, interesting lore background.
There's only darkness, but a shadow will show you where to find the light.
Ah, so that's why his name is Shadow, aside from, you know, dark colors like a shadow.
You to be happy. Stand in
I
the
can't be
light
happy without you.
with peace.
I mean, it's like what I said about the last stream. Maria's like the light to Shadow's darkness. But hey, Tay's like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore you. No way, she's actually smiling, so it's like, yeah, I listen to you. That being said, why I call it Shadow Frontiers? Because of this. Like, even Sonic Frontiers, you're also doing the same thing with all these gems around, except there's no stage. For this one, it's Black Doom, where Shadow gets the Venom symbiote in him. Black Doom. Huh, just like Venom, he has grown wings. The meteorite. You're gonna have to kill us. You took it from us. Doom wings. Yeah, first he's surfing, now he's flying like Venom. I mean, to be fair, Shadow's kind of like the equivalent of popularity, just like Venom in the Spider-Man franchise. What's next? Is Venom gonna get his own game? Okay, I think we're already in the final battle. Because now everything's becoming red, it's becoming apocalyptic, so yeah, clearly this is the final act. Hey, yo, whoa, pause, what you just said. Come. I'm gonna come. The dark side and the light. I will annihilate your world. Bro's about to go emo Super Saiyan on this bitch. Bro. Sorry for the swearing, whether that gets me demonetized or whatnot.
It's time.
It is time. That's not like how Rafika would say it.
I'm sorry I put you on
Literally the
spot,
light shining
Shadow,
on both of them.
but I'm proud of how you have walked it.
Thank you very much, my son.
believe in you.
See, he just said son. I love you, my son. I created you. I gotta say, the expressions of Maria is like very spot on.
I'm letting go of that destructive anger.
Come on, let that PTSD trauma get out of you, man.
I will continue to fight.
Fight for you, even if we can't be together. Okay, yeah, just like the dark beginnings, just like this game, we're getting Shadow and Maria right. And for what Jeff Fowler said of getting Shadow's character right and Maria right,
Fight.
hopefully they do that for the third
Wish in
film.
my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy.
Yep, that's exactly what she wanted for you. Instead of just saying, vengeance. I like how the expression looks on her eyes. And once again, Ian Flynn's writing so good. Because even though, yes, he has dark, emo wings, it's like, yeah, at least Shadow still has a heart, thanks to Maria and the Professor. Don't worry, my family. I'll come back to defend you later. But for now, I gotta go face my inner demons. Bro,
I do not want to see like
Lifesavers gummies.
don't want to see Shakira or Shaniqua or whoever this chick is up on screen. And now I'm seeing Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh.
I'm guilty.
I don't want to watch this because this movie's gonna make me cry at 2. This is way too mature for my young, immature audience. Yeah, sad movie. Anyway, let's get back to the real deal. Even though people have stopped watching the stream, but I am gonna end it soon either way. What do you know? He said the thing from the trailer.
Time to sever this bond between us forever.
Let me show you what I'm made of. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this is something that feels straight out of the Mr. Negative Spider-Man games from PS5. Has Disney Gargoyle? Oh, the Devil Doom, just like Shadow of 5. Because yeah, he did transform into that. So I doubt he'll turn to Super Shadow because he has no Chaos Emeralds except for one. So I think the Doom Wings, Venom Wings, whatever you want to call it, I guess that's like his final form. And yo, he's surfing. Gotta say, he looks pretty slick with the poses. Whoa. Once again, gotta get props because I think in the original 2005 game, he looks scary and pretty creepy, but for this one, not the case. Like we said, I doubt we'll get a remastered Sonic Adventure 2 or the Shadow game because this game's kind of like a love letter to all of Shadow's lore in his past, so I'm cool with this. Man. This is gonna be the time like, yo, lasers. Like what I said, it's so funny that they skip Infinite despite they make a level Sonic Forces, so it's like, yeah, Forces exist, but Infinite, forget about him. As a matter of fact, they never bring Infinite back outside of the comic books. But you know, Black Doom is like the real Thanos to Shadow's Arc, or his Null if you want to prefer that, for any die-hard comic book fans of Marvel. But either way, as I'm thinking about it, it's like, since Jeff Fowler mentions Black Doom in that chat earlier from Shadow Revolution, I'm like, is Black Doom going to be mentioned in the third movie? I doubt that Black Doom is in the movie because that would have distracted away. But either way, if they include Black Doom in the movie universe, that will be insane, like Thanos level threat. Whether it's the Shadow spinoff, I don't think it's going to be Sonic Movie 4 because I think they want to move on to the more iconic ones like Metal. Since, you know, Black Doom is like officially part of the canon. Take him down, you disgusting gargoyle. Eat some spicy jalapenos. So anyway, 35 minutes and then 48 minutes from here. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Hubbard. Hold on, let me delete something before someone on social media decide to find out themselves. Of course, nobody cares about my posts. Nobody cares. Just making sure I'm missing something else. No, not really. Alright, there's more people joining in when it comes to like the Rebel cast. Okay, not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like he kind of went like under the sewers. However, whenever the DLC for the Shadow game comes out for the third movie, curious to know, like, aside from Keanu Reeves' voice, curious if Ben Schwartz or Kalina Thonsi and maybe Idris Elba will voice Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles again, which probably pretty sick. Even though I've never played the game, but I can imagine the gameplay being so hard on this level. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I don't consider to get myself a gaming console, because one, it's expensive, and two, none of y'all will not care to watch it. Because I'm just talking to myself just to make them views and get 2 hours of my time. But like I said, who gives a shit about the things I say right now in this stream? Welcome to my life. 36 minutes, not bad. I think after that, I think after when the cutscenes and the gameplay's over, I'll just ramble long about my personal thoughts about the game itself, and then we'll just move on from that. I think that'll be a-okay with me. Seriously, bro, I need to do some other things outside the stream. Here's why I'm doing this stream, because, you know, the new game's out, need some ad revenue, and gain some subs, make more content, you know? But I'm just talking to myself at some point. Whoa, whoa, purple girl poop. No! Kind of reminds me when Moto falls down from Madagascar 2, the game where he goes, ah. Here we go. A little more. Go up, go up, go up. What would be so funny if this user was like, I'm gonna defeat you, Black Doom, and then boom, he just falls and dies. I honestly would have been funny. Hopefully the stream goes at least decently better than the last one because technical difficulties that happened. Okay, this definitely reminds me of the Sandman level from Spider-Man 2, the video game. Sonic Revolution, Q&A, 10-year anniversary. Yo, 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 what's happening? Is there anything else I missed? Don't know at this point. Yeah, don't know these guys, don't know Q&A, what's on the cosplay, ready to cry, da 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 da. Go, boom. Okay, that's tomorrow on Sunday. Got it. Yeah, I have no idea who the heck these people are. Oh, it is what it is. That's gonna be insane. No, nothing yet. No, there's multiple things happening. Oh, they're actually gonna play the song? Yo, yo, yo. Whoa, Neo. Bro, when we're literally about to go to the final act, we're about to go, oh, hell, Shadow, hero rise again. I just got nothing but a Dunkin' Donut commercial. That's pretty funny if you ask me. Anyway, let's finish this. Hey, cool, you got Crush 40 in the background. Round your head of all their shadow.
I have surpassed you. Time to end this once and for all.
Not gonna lie, even though this boss fight looks pretty challenging, but yet this is looking pretty epic. Alright, take it down, this giant Demogorgon, Sonic Unleashed, dark guy looking creature. I think what's really cool about it is, like, you gotta fly as Shadow with those wings, and then you gotta take him down. This is peak, bro. Just peak. Don't get me wrong, like, everything for Shadow lately has been peak, except for Sonic Prime. The Dark Beginnings one was peak, this game is peak, and now the third movie will most likely will be peak too, so stay tuned for more uploads when I make about that third movie at some point later on. Come on, you got this. Oh, hero Shadow, heroes rise again. Little redesign for so long. I know they're not going to play Live and Learn because obviously Sonic and Shadow are not teaming up together, but he will encourage Sonic at the final act where he teams up with Classic. Shadow, heroes rise again. Yo, we're about to end this. Only just 7 more minutes until we get to the ending. Oh, this is new. Hey, this is traditional in the games. For some reason, it reminds me of the Spider-Man ride at Universal. Yo. Yeah, they definitely took notes from Frontiers when he takes down those giant titans. But now for Shadow, it's with Neo Black Doom. Next thing you know, he has to say the line. He needs to say the line of Chaos Control, and then he's taken down. Yo, going down to a time loop. A much better multiversal story. In this case, a better, darker, edgier story than Doctor Strange 2, not gonna lie. And this is saying a lot. Yo. Down. Crush 40 is always like the cherry on top of this. Take me down. You win. Whoa, 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 wait. Stream's not over yet. So you gotta wait here for a second. Bow your head in, on out, Shadow. Well, at least I don't have to do a karaoke thing because they're already playing the exact same song. Resistance, what? From Forces? Nobody cares about that. Oh, yo, 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 he's about to close in. Come on, finish him, finish him, finish him. Get down. What are you trying to do, you Godzilla wannabe? What's that name of that 3 monster? I don't know what's the name. It has like 3 heads. That's what this Neo Black Doom variant reminds me of. Oh, shoot. Jeez, those snake eyes, though. Oh, see that you're chilling behind the bed. Come on, almost there, almost there. 45 minutes in. What, you heard something? Oh, you're just hearing that voice. That's what you're listening to. So far, so good. Seriously, put that puss on the phone for him. Bro, he just stole that line.
Your future is already decided.
You're supposed to say that line. No, you're supposed to say, like, you just stole my line. It's chaos control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy, folks. Okay, wait. Q&A starting right now? That's weird. Yeah.
I will not be stopped.
I will not be stopped. Well, this is it, guys. Already by its tailgate end. Only got like, what, 5 minutes left? Yeah. Speaking of which, how long has this been stream going? 2 hours? Goody. All I need to know. Since nobody's watching this, because I don't have any real fans.
You cannot deny what you are. We are one and the same.
You are nothing like me, father. You, father. Oh, is he gonna say the line? He's gonna say the line. This is who I am. Chaos Spear.
To end this.
I thought he was gonna end it with the iconic line. You're going straight to hell. I forgot you said that too. Probably to Eggman in one of the alternative endings.
I crafted everything up till now.
Rotten little piece. I made you. I always come back. Every time I mention William Afton. Top 10 greatest anime battles. Yeah, bro is like Super Saiyan form. Sorry about the acid reflexes. Yeah, I know you should give him the cake. W game. I know, right? So far, pretty good. And now that I mentioned about candy, what do you know? You got yourself a Twix ad. Alright, stop. Enough with the advertisements. We're trying to end this. Because I got things to move on for my night. Let's get to this emotional ending. Oh, that's on. Kaplooey. And that's why they call him the ultimate life form. So long, Venom Wings. Hey, Rouge is back.
Nice work. Perfect timing.
What's up,
too.
sexy bat woman?
Sonic is getting ready to confront the monster that trapped us here.
Ah, right. This sets up the story of how did Shadow and Rouge end up in Sonic Generations in the final act.
I leave it to you.
I'm curious, where the heck happened to Silver? Because he was at the birthday party earlier, just like Shadow.
Aren't you coming?
Him.
Need your help.
Sorry, this guy is dramatized and he needs to give closure to his past. Well, for you, woman, all you just cares about getting jewels. Rouge, how about you get traumatized with someone you love? Then you'll understand what Shadow feels. But hey,
Shadow?
One final moment between Shadow and Maria. And of course Gerald too.
I knew you could do it.
Oh no.
Maria.
Oh no. She's not feeling too good. No, he's not feeling too good.
Professor, what's happening?
Oh, man. Okay, I don't want to joke about this because this is going to get emotional.
The time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
It's just like Star Wars or the ending of Shrek 4 with this.
Use chaos control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time.
You don't want to keep the past behind you, man.
Your friends need your help.
But you don't know.
That's a very in-character moment for her to say. Wholesome.
I know.
Very wholesome.
And if fate draws
Will I
us
see you again?
I will always be in your heart.
You'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. What's next? Are we gonna get like a Phil Collins AMV for this?
Wait.
Sayonara, Shadow. May the Force be with you, always. But hey, all joking aside, great closure arc for Shadow's past, having this one final moment with Maria and the Professor, and now they're gone, and Shadow can move on to the future. Or in this case, I guess help Sonic out in his final battle, or both of the Sonics. Huh. Shadow's here. Hey look, hot women. But that's not the main focus. So, Shadow and Rouge, they sped up, go to the final battle, and it leads them to the story of Sonic Generations. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. As a matter of fact, let's get to the credits, as I'm going to be rambling about this in a second. Let's get to the credits. So yeah, for those that played or have not played this game, I mean, judging by the looks of it, it's pretty good. I'll admit that. No, not this good. Let's play this. There we go. Credits. Hey. Bro, why replace it with Sonic, bro? Let me put the music a little bit low if I'm a little lower. No. There we go. So, my thoughts on the Sonic X Generations game. I have not played the game, but by the story, Kirk, yeah, I think his name, Kirk Thornton, does a really good job on voicing Shadow with this. I think he's not as great as Jason Griffin's Shadow in my opinion, but I feel like his voice of Shadow has like grown on me a lot more, including in the Dark Beginnings animated short, which he's done pretty good. But now I'm curious of Keanu Reeves. Like, even though we only heard a snippet of it in the third movie trailer where he goes, "You're a colorful bunch," and I'm curious about the DLC that'll happen later on December 12th. But by far, Kurt's voice performance is really great. The voice for Maria is good. Mike Paul does a good job playing like a more grounded version of General Robotnik. And even though you got the voice of Venom and Spectacular Spider-Man voicing Black Doom, which he sounded pretty good, I'm sorry, voicing the guy who voiced Spider-Man from that awful Spider-Man cartoon in 2017 being the voice of Mephiles, that's got to be one of the dumbest casting decisions that they've done to bring Mephiles back. So I'm very disappointed with how they utilize Mephiles. And even though Rouge is mostly there to just be like, Shadow, we must come back to Sonic's birthday, I wish Rouge could have had like a little bit more empathy towards it. Same goes for Omega, like having like some sort of an integral role. But to be fair, at least Team Dark actually got the justice that they deserve from the animated shorts from the Dark Beginnings. But however, as a game, definitely a vein up there with Sonic Frontiers. I mean, I do like the fact that you have a lot of HD remastered versions of Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06, and even Sonic Forces, even though that game is not beloved compared to 06 or Heroes of Sonic Adventure 2. But either way, if we can't get a remastered of SA2 or Heroes or even 06, this game is like the closest thing to that. Of course, the voice cast for the main story, they all did a good job. Surprised that Colleen voiced Tails in this. Hold on, pause. Yeah, you got the current voice of Knuckles, Spider-Man, then the voice of Big the Cat, which I was not expected to see Big interacting with Shadow, but I get it was like kind of reflect of Sonic Frontiers. So I think as a story, I don't think this is better than Sonic Frontiers, if I'm being honest, because Frontiers has a more original story that more expands the characters with Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. But given the fact that you got Ian Flynn doing like the writing but also helping out with the voice direction for the voice actors, they truly give it their all. And yeah, this game is truly a love letter to the past of Shadow the Hedgehog from SA2, Shadow 05, which that's the name that fans are calling it now, Sonic 06, Sonic Heroes, and even Forces at the last minute. So definitely, if you are like a huge Shadow the Hedgehog fan, then this is like, well, no pun intended, this is the ultimate package. And even though I did not react to the Sonic Generation story aspects, which it's pretty much the same story, but with new voice actors and redubbing the lines and with brand new dialogue, but I will say it's an improvement over the cheesy, goofy Mickey Mouse Clubhouse type of dialogue from the earlier games. Because, you know, in the 2010s, Shadow was not treated well in that decade, but thanks to the first movie, even though I did not get a question asked from Jeff Fowler, but at least the bright side is, at least Tyson has pointed out that literally the franchise has gotten better thanks to the first Sonic movie that inspired Sega to do better with their game division, since, you know, the Sonic brand franchise was treated as a joke, but now with the games, and thanks to the success of the movies, now people in the mainstream audience are taking it seriously, not for longtime Sonic fans that grew up with the franchise, but for like new fans that are getting used to it. But I will say this, for any new fans that are trying to get into this Sonic Shadow lore, definitely play Sonic Adventure 2 in the Shadow game at the bare minimum. Without those games, you'll feel lost of who the character of Shadow is, understand the context of this remastered game. Same goes of, I recommend playing Sonic Adventure 2 and the Shadow game before you watch Sonic Movie 3. Because, you know, those games were like the main inspiration. So, despite I won't be playing the game myself because, like I said, I don't think anyone's really going to care about that. But either way, despite the flaws of the lack of Mephiles and some characters like Big the Cat, Orbon, Cubot don't really have to be in there, but overall, this is probably like the best Shadow game. And yeah, this is going to say a lot because as much as we got more appreciation for the 2005 solo game, especially, you know, Jeff Fowler was like an animator of that game, but still, I think this is like the ultimate Shadow experience. Like updated graphics, obviously the nostalgia's there from the music tracks, from his bond with Maria. I think every Shadow and Maria media has been done so right lately with the Dark Beginning shorts, this game, and the fan film that's made by some Brazilian dude on YouTube. Now, all that's left is the movie, the third Sonic movie to see Keanu Reeves' Shadow, Jim Carrey's Gerald, and Maria. And bro, why do you have to pause at the advertisements when we're about to end the stream? You gotta love YouTube Premium, whatever you want to call it. Wait, wasn't there the credits that says like, yeah, brought to you by NASA? Well, you know, another Sega property, but this is not the right one. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Frontiers level, where Shadow actually goes to the Chronos Island, Chaos Island, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same gameplay, except it's not open world. Sorry, something was playing in the TV. So yeah, I guess for anyone that saw the chat, as the credits are rolling and as we're getting close to wrapping up the stream, I will be back for November for my birthday stream. Hopefully a success. Hopefully I get like the boys coming on over. Sure, I'll admit this stream was a mess because I'm doing this on my own and I'm just, you know, trying to make the revenue since I'm trying to like keep my content alive for those that would care to show up. But either way, this is a really good story for Shadow the Hedgehog, good cutscenes, and I guess for those that join along the ride for me, and for those that I guess watched the stream but didn't comment much, thank y'all for watching the rant segment of not me, Jeff Fowler, even though it was cool to hear Jeff and Tyson's voice like in the mic and getting used to the Shadow game. So we're pretty much all caught up with everything Shadow/Sonic related. Now, stay tuned for the third movie's new trailer in November. I've heard it's going to be somewhere in Thanksgiving. And yeah, probably stay tuned for more live streams, whether it's Sonic and Shadow related, whether it's a birthday stream, tier list, or whatever the heck I'm doing for making this content alive. And also, help out to gain this channel to reach at least 6,000 subs. And thank you for making my last video, the merch figures unboxing, 50k views. New record, man. Totally appreciate it, guys. Love that. Appreciate that. With that being said, guys, as the stream's about to end, I'll just let the credits roll. And hope y'all have a good day. And hopefully we get to see each other somewhere in November. Just don't fail the no nutting challenge. So yeah, only just one more minute, and I'm just waiting for the stream to be like at least 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and I got some things to do, and I really got to go pee so bad. Alrighty then, not so bad. Alright, does anyone have any questions or concerns or any comments? Anybody? Or is this nothing but cricket noises? Oh, only 40 seconds left. Alright, we've already passed the 2-hour, 20-minute mark. And I guess I got really not much to say except for peak game, peak writing, peak Shadow the Hedgehog content. See? Special thanks to NASA. Shout outs for Neil Armstrong for landing on the moon, but not pissing on the moon. SEGA! Live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway, see y'all in November. Hope you have a good day. And as always, see you in the next stream or the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye then.